What's the deal, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Welcome everybody. Skillet Boyz podcast.
Yeah, episode 4.
Episode 4, man.
We're on our 4th one, man.
That's
We're
good.
getting there.
Yeah, being more consistent,
Yeah.
right? That's the whole game plan, man. You know, you told me like in episode 1 you wanted to do what, you know, if we get it right, we can do about what 60, 70 so episodes. You know
Yeah, I was thinking, like my kind of goal for the year is just to do one a year or one a week.
One a week, yeah.
So yeah, like at the end of the year, kind of be at 52.
There you go. Yeah, makes sense, right?
Yeah. So
yeah,
I thought that's a good goal, you know.
Yeah, keeps us going, bro.
And it's not even like a lot too, to like where we feel overwhelmed, where we kind of like have to keep meeting up. So I feel like once a week kind of gives us time to like do our, you know, our lives and shit.
Right.
And then, you know, we come over on the weekend, whatever, we meet, and then we bust out a podcast, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, because I mean, like I said, every week, you know, we're just getting through shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's nice to come together and, you know, talk about those things and whatnot. And like I said, it doesn't put too much on us. Like you were saying, you know, other guys do every 2-3 days, you know what I'm saying? They're dropping an
I feel like that's a
episode,
big thing, too, when people first start out, is they try to do too much too fast or too soon, and then they just get burnt out, and then they just don't follow through with it. So exactly. I figure if we just kind of like space it out and kind of like just, you know, pace ourselves, like we just keep at it and be consistent, it'd be a lot easier. And I think we'll get like a lot more, we'll get better results in the end.
Yeah, because like I said, we've been consistent. We've been able to do a, you know, kind of podcast every 2 weeks. It seems like, you know, something gets caught up or whatever. But like I said, we're fine tuning those things to make it consistent. Yeah. And but like yeah, bro. So let's get it started, man. How was your week, man?
Well, yeah, my week's been good. I guess kind of the 2 weeks because
2 weeks.
Week, so the 2 weeks have been good, man. I just kind of just been at home chilling. But I've been kind of what's the word for it? Being proactive or whatever. So I just been on my computer and I've been going through this notary online course, learning how to become a notary and stuff, and getting documents, reading them over, and like learning, you know, the definitions of like legal terms and shit like that. So I kind of just been doing that, and it's been going good, man. Because like when I get done with this whole cancer thing, and like I start doing Uber and DoorDash again, I kind of like want to taper off that and start doing notary work. So if I get educated in learning how to do that, I can start kind of doing it, you know, just like side shit.
Yeah. So how long is the course? How long does the course take, and how much does it cost?
It's not that much. It was like, I bought it a while ago. It was probably like $220, whatever. So, I mean, it's kind of a lot. But, I mean, I've paid for like realtor courses.
Okay, so you say you bought it a while ago. So you can sit on it for as long as you can?
Yeah, you have it pretty much forever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which is sick. So you can just go back to it. Like if you just need like, if you forgot how to do something, just pull up a video on that and be like, oh, okay. I know what to do now.
So what if you're not one of those guys that, you know, gets done on the first try? Is there like a trial and error? How many times you get?
Yeah, so I mean, pretty much the whole course is just like videos or text, like PDF files that you download and you can print out. So I mean, a lot of it's videos, but then like you'll have paperwork that's like full of definitions, or he'll have like loan documents, and then you can print them out, and then you could just look at them, you know, in the flesh, on paper, and then that helps a lot. So. But yeah, so the whole course is pretty much that, and then like towards the end of the course, there's a test, and you have to get like 90% to pass it.
Oh shit! Okay.
But if you fail the first time, you could just do it again
and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure I failed the first time, but the second time I did it, it shows you the wrong answers, or it shows you the answers you got wrong.
Nice.
And I was like, oh shit, all right, whatever. So I just looked at those, and then I just did it like right off the bat again.
Yeah, we're able to do it again.
And then I just chose a different answer.
Yeah, it just shows the one that was correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
well, it didn't tell me if what was the correct answer.
It just told you that those are the ones that were wrong.
Yeah. So I put two and two together. Like, all right, I put this answer the first time, so it must have been this one, because usually there's like two.
Is it like multiple choice?
Yeah, it's like 4. You just choose like one of the 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Like A, B, or C. So it's pretty simple.
I mean, like I said, 25% chance of getting it right?
Yeah, so, exactly. So I mean, usually like when you do those tests, it's like if you're like conflicted about an answer, it's usually like one or the other. You're like, fuck, is it either A or is it either like D?
Got the one in the background too.
Yeah. So obviously like I got the first one wrong. So I was like, all right, then it's this one.
Oh, okay, cool.
Then,
cool.
Yeah, I busted that out.
Nice, bro. So like I said, man, you're going through cancer, and you're also finding ways to progress and do better. You know what I'm saying? Get better. Because I know you've been doing this for a while and trying to get that notary, and now you're actually putting that effort in. You know what I'm saying? Once things calm down for you and your life can be normal again, you know, you're starting to like, all right, let me get my shit together. You know what I'm saying?
I figured, since I'm home, you know, a lot, just not doing a lot, you know, I might as well just bust this out and kind of like educate myself on how to be a notary and all that. So then when I'm done, I can start doing it, you know, and actually like get the ball rolling.
Well, that's good, bro. I'm proud of you, man. So you're gonna get that shit done. You know, if you guys need a notary,
if you need a notary, man,
Tacoma Puyallup area, hit up my dude right here. He got you. He got you in a couple of months. But yeah, bro, for me, man, these last couple of weeks I've been just trying to figure shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a lot of things done. I got a boat project I'm trying to get done. I got another car that's been sitting at my grandparents' house for, you know, the last year that I'm trying to get back on going. And so, you know, I've been writing things down. I have my phone here, pulled out my notes and just taking down all the steps I need to get through these things, on top of trying to move out of this apartment here, trying to get something bigger, trying to also have something where we can have a media room and all that. So just trying to find balance, you know, with everything. You know, it's easy to get overwhelmed, and I've been so overwhelmed, you know.
It's a lot, man.
Yeah, it's just a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just put a lot on me. That's just one thing about me, bro, is I put a lot of this shit on the plate. And then sometimes it's just, damn, I'll just go smoke some weed and just like, all right, let me just get out of my mind. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's my kryptonite. You know what I'm saying? Smoking that weed and just don't do anything. You know?
Yeah.
So
Then you start
procrastinating and shit.
Yeah.
So,
but I get it though, man, because it's I mean, when you have like a lot of things going, it kind of feels like I don't know, if you know, like it feels overwhelming. Then it's like you don't know what to do first.
Right.
And then, you know what I mean? So that's part of the reason, like, why I wanted to space this out, like, podcasts and shit. Just, like, once a week or something, or even, like, once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, like, we don't feel like we keep, like, having to do this and, like, get overwhelmed.
Becomes, like, a job more than just,
exactly.
like, oh, this is fun.
We know we have to work and shit or deal with what we're dealing with. So it's kind of, like, adding to our plate. So I just wanted to space it out more. But, like, I get what you're saying because... Like I've, you know, done work and shit, and like then like having my car break down, and then like my boss is still calling me to come in.
Yeah, that's like, hey, we don't care your car breakdown. We need you to get here.
Yeah, and then like I had family issues at the time, and like my mom and stuff were struggling for money, so they kept asking me for money too, and then like all that shit just kept stacking up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro, same issues here, man. Money, you know, we're one house income family. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I do pretty good, make pretty good money, but shit, that's sometimes straining, you know what I'm saying, when you're trying to, you know, provide. And my girl does so much too.
Especially now too, man. Yeah. You know, just with with like how prices are going up, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Gas is going up, so everyone's just paying more. And then,
that's kind of why I'm trying to sell my truck now too, because it's like I'm into diesel, and now diesel's more expensive than regular gas, you know. It's 25 gallons a tank, and then, you know, I got my car too. And
how much is it? How much is that to fill it up?
Which one?
Tank, the truck.
The truck. Well, I mean, if it's around $4, it's probably gonna be like, you know, $60-$80 to fill it up. And so I just been leaving it parked at the house, and just been driving the car, and just make sure every time I hop in that thing, just put it on eco mode. You know what I'm saying? Get the best gas mileage anytime possible, and try not to do any extras, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I used to spend so much money on fast food, and I still got to get those cravings, even though
I get cravings all the time.
I don't know what it is.
My thing is like I just order like on Uber or DoorDash, and I'm just like, why do I do it, dude? I pay like $10 more than I would if I would just drive there.
Just drive there, right?
Yeah,
right.
But it's like I fucking just sit there. I'm at home and I'm like, man, I don't want to fucking leave.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I don't want to go to drive through, because I mean I do that shit for my job, you know. So
yeah,
like, I can just sit in drive-thrus
all day, bro. Yeah. And I have a Taco Bell right down the street, so
I know it's nice over here because everything's closer. But I live in Puyallup, so everything's just on one road. And
for sure.
Like, I fucking hate that road.
And it's like, what, Cannon Road?
Not Cannon's all right. It's a little further away.
People do 80 miles an hour on that road.
Yeah, it's like, dude, people speed all the time. But no, Meridian, that's the one.
Meridian.
They got lights like every fucking like few blocks, and then it's just a shit ton of traffic, dude. And I hate it.
Yeah.
So I just avoid that shit all the time.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, bro, just all the food and then, like I said, just battling, like just going through life. So I admit, man, I've been dealing with a lot of mental illnesses lately, just depression. Bipolarness, that's one thing that I haven't got checked to see if I am bipolar or anything like that, but I know bipolar runs in my family.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, my grandma has bipolarness and shit like that, and she gets like depressed and stuff like all the time, and that's what I've been battling too, just a lot of depression. I was on depression medication for about like 6 months to almost 8 months, I think, and I didn't really see any change with it, so I eventually went to my doctors and I just told them like, yo, like this is not really helping me. So I just got off that, man. And just finding ways to balance life, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I do. Sometimes I don't even put any topics or any projects through the week, you know, and I'll just like, hey, I'm just going to enjoy life and let things just flow normal. And that's where my girl comes in, a big part of it, and just helps me just balance shit out, you know, keep my mind calm most of the time, you know what I'm saying? We do fight, have our battles all the time, and that shit does spiral sometimes. And
but I mean, that's everybody, you know, every relationship.
Yeah. So. I mean, like I said, especially right now, bro, I just feel like relationships are just kind of hard. You know, people are just
everyone's pissed, dude.
Everybody's just upset,
having,
you know.
like, you know, just having some shit happening in their life. I feel like so.
Yeah,
I mean, you see that like all over the news, or like even when you're driving, people get road rage and shit.
Yeah.
Or like people just going into restaurants or fast food places and they just like blow up on like the workers there or something. You know what I mean? So I feel like everyone's like pissed, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people walking out every day, and I just try to be just nice to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Like I think this year, you know, I've been noticing like things get to me a lot easier. Like I just break down. You know what I'm saying? I could watch a little sad clip on YouTube or a sad movie. You know what I'm saying? And for once, I'm actually tapping into those feelings. And if I feel like I gotta cry, dude, I just do it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that has helped me with this shit. Just staying toned to those fucking feelings, bro. And I be crying at work. You know what I'm saying? When I'm stressed and shit. You know, that's where I do a lot of my thinking, is when I'm at work, you know, 10 hours a day in the truck.
Yeah, when you're driving.
And, you know, that's when I'm sitting there, I'll take notes, how I'm feeling, like, oh man, I'm sad, I'm mad, or whatever. I'll write that down and I'll think of those things, you know, and it's like, hey man, I can control this though. You know what I'm saying? I know I can control this. So if I got to push it away, or if I just got to, you know, talk to the person or whatever has bothered me in ways too, you know, just find ways to like communicate, you know. I think that's just the best thing. But yeah, man, so for all the men out there, man, crying is normal. You know what I'm saying? I do it all the time. And if I didn't, I'd be a rolling rage motherfucking person. And so yeah, just tap into those feelings, man. It's normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you've had your times too, bro, with the things you've been going on. It's having those real feelings, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just tough, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's something I still struggle with.
Yeah.
Just showing emotion. I mean, I guess I don't struggle with showing emotion. I think it's just certain type of emotions.
Or maybe talking about it, you know.
Yeah, I think that's another thing too, is like I don't talk about my shit.
Yeah.
I kind of just push it down. Yeah. That's something I get from my dad too. And it's funny, like you say, like if you don't like do it, you'll be just walking around just fucking pissed off.
Just pissed off all the time.
And it's
intense.
Because like my dad is kind of like that. I mean, he's gotten better over the years, but you know, he's never really showed emotion. You know, I mean, if he's happy, you know, you'll see he's happy, whatever. But and then if he's mad, you'll see he's mad. So those are pretty much the two emotions he's shown. And I think like he just doesn't show like whenever he's sad or anything. Or if he has problems, he just pushes that shit down. He doesn't talk about it.
Yeah.
And all that shit. So and then like growing up, he's always had anger issues and like he's, you know, fought a lot. You know, been arrested a lot for fighting and shit and assaults. And I think maybe that's part of it, huh?
Yeah, that's a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? So one of my good friends, she's a therapist, and she told me, you know, maybe like a year or two ago, she's like, you know, we all need therapy. Every single one of us in this world needs therapy. We all go through shit. You know, every 5 to 10 years, you really should get a counselor and talk about your issues. And I've had that experience because I actually did get counseling around that time. And it was just crazy, like the things that were still bothering me today as a grown man, you know, of my childhood, you know what I'm saying? Just how I was raised, didn't have a father. My dad was in prison, and, you know, raised by a single mom, and she was stressed out about money, bills, and trying to, you know, 'cause she was young. My mom was 19 when she had twins, you know what I'm saying? Had two kids at 19. And also my dad was in and out of our lives at that time too. And then he ended up catching a case. And he was sent away for like, you know, almost 6 years and stuff like that. So, you know, my mom was just trying to do it and also trying to be normal in her life, you know, trying to be able to have friends and party and stuff like that. And it was just tough battle, you know what I'm saying? I didn't pick up sports until I was like damn near 5th grade, 6th grade, because I was just so detached from the world at that time, you know what I'm saying? Just how things were going on in my life. I was just so detached to a lot of shit. But yeah, like I said, man, if you know, I'm actually starting counseling very soon in the next couple of weeks. because I'm battling those problems still. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually getting counseling, and again, after this, me and my girl are gonna start doing counseling together because a lot of shit has happened in her life too. You know what I'm saying? She just lost one of her friends about like 6 months ago. Really close friend, one of her best friends. Talked to her like every day, and it was just sad because I had to break the news to her because she wasn't on social media like that, and my brother had told me about the situation first, and I had to break it to her because she wasn't on Facebook and stuff, and it was just sad, you know what I'm saying, seeing that shit. And I actually cared about her friend too, and we went down and did the whole, release of the balloons and all that, and it was just, man, just to see that side of her, I haven't really lost anybody in my family really close to me like that, and I know the day I do, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be able to work and just be normal, you know what I'm saying. And I'm thankful that my job, I already asked those questions, like, hey, if I ever lose someone, like, what's the game plan here, and they just told us, hey, we just need kind of like proof of it, which I was like, okay, well, I guess somebody could lie and say somebody died.
That'd be fucked up.
That's fucked up, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure people have done it, so.
Yeah, a lot, So, yeah, they just want like proof of it, whether it's like, an attribute paper or whatever, something. So, and it just take as much time. I think you get like 2 weeks or a month off of work and stuff like that. And my grandparents are, older, but they raised us, So my grandfather, pretty much a father figure to me, because when my dad was gone, he pretty much raised us and shit. And we ended up moving in with my grandparents at 16 all the way until I was about 21, you know what I'm saying? So I really got close to them, and to this day, I'm really close to my grandparents, and I don't see them every day like I used to, but I stay in touch with them, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, just the ones that, how I keep going is the ones that I care about the most, whether it's friends or family, I make sure to tap in with them still to this day, and have them around and tell them I love them and care about them, because that's one thing for me, man. I was never loved as a kid. I felt that way, you know what I'm saying? Just felt that way. So I try to give it out, because if I want to feel better, I got to give love, and be nice and stuff like that. So that's just how it's been, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of times you might see me, I look like I'm just cool, everything's cool. He's cool, man. He's doing good, but shit, man, fighting through shit, So I always keep that poker face and just don't wear my emotions on my shoulders, you know what I'm saying? Unless I'm in closed doors or with a counselor or whatever, then I let everything out. I'll be crying and shit. And it's like, this was really going on, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But, let's get off this, man. Let's make this more positive, man. So I know we got a game coming up today, actually. Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl.
What are the teams again?
Super Bowl Sunday.
Cincinnati Bengals.
The Bengals and the Rams.
And the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Man.
In LA too, so the Rams get home field advantage.
Rams get home field advantage today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's funny because last year the Buccaneers were in the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl was in Tampa Bay.
Okay.
So they were the first team ever to like play
on their turf, right?
Home stadium in the Super Bowl. And now the following year, the Rams are now the second team to play in their home stadium on the Super Bowl.
Oh man, hey.
Like back-to-back years. I just thought that was funny.
The odds are
NFL scripted.
Yeah, and it's in their favor for sure. Honestly, I thought they were going to move the Super Bowl out of LA because of all the crime out there. That was being
I don't think it was
brought
the
up.
crime. I think it was just the COVID restrictions.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, but obviously they're not doing it. I think it just costs too much money to move it.
Oh, for sure. Everything's already
they have everything planned over down there, and then to move it to a different stadium, but
last minute.
So, but I think I don't know, next year or something. I think they're doing it in Vegas, because they got a new stadium too. So, yeah,
I mean, doing a Super Bowl in Vegas, I could see that being a thing. I can't believe they haven't made that a big.
Well, because their stadium's new, they just built it.
Okay.
And LA stadium's new, and they just built it. So I think they were doing LA first, just because I think they finished it first.
Okay.
And then just doing then they're gonna go to Vegas.
Man, that's gonna be crazy, man. I might have to make that one.
It's gonna be expensive, dude.
I know.
Have you seen the tickets to LA?
Well, what if you buy the tickets now, though?
They don't sell them now.
You can't. I mean, you can buy your airplane tickets though.
Yeah.
You know,
but like I'm talking about just football, the Super Bowl tickets.
I've heard that tickets have been anywhere from $5 to like 10, 15 grand. You know, people are gonna have to take like home loans, you know, just to like
it's crazy,
go to the game.
It's like my car.
I said it's just crazy because like the normal like, you know, fan, you know, that's dedicated can't afford that ticket.
Can't do it.
You know, so they're gonna have to watch it at the house or, you know, or go to the bar. You know, when they can't have that experience.
Like
you know?
how many like Bengals fans do you think are even going to be at the game?
Oh man,
you know,
they'll probably be in the
town. They got to like fly across the country.
They'll probably be in town. They'll probably do some tailgating, you know, and that's
but
it.
They won't be they won't be in the stadium. I mean, how many like Ram fans do you think are going to be in there? I think it's just going to be like celebrities.
It's probably going to be a
like
bunch of celebrities,
people,
like
a
bunch of celebrities.
Or like probably fans of something else. They're just buying a Super Bowl ticket because they live in LA.
Probably fans of the concert, you know, because of the halftime show.
Even that, just buying it to see
big names. What, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, right?
Kendrick,
Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, Kendrick, Eminem.
Yeah. Man, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited for that, dude, because I think it's like the first time in what, like freaking 8 years, 10 years since like they actually did like like a rap group or a rap.
It's always been pop.
Yeah, it's always like pop or you know what I mean, like some chick.
Maroon 5, like a couple times. I swear I saw Maroon 5 in that.
I did Bruno. You know, Bruno did it. Yeah, Weeknd. It's like what football fan listens to Bruno Mars, or what football fan listens to, you know, like Shakira and J-Lo, or I don't know, Beyonce. I mean, Beyonce. I mean, a lot of people listen to Beyonce, but I mean, like
for sure.
For football fans though, they're not listening to pop.
We were looking at turn up music. E40. Yeah, I think he's in it too. I'm not sure.
No, I don't think he's in it.
That'd be dope. Because E40 was a good turn up.
I think they're doing like all LA aside from like Eminem. He's from Detroit, but I mean, he did so much music with Dr. Dre though.
Definitely.
You know, so he's kind of like LA, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense there. And all those guys, man, they make good hype ass music too. So it's gonna be a dope ass show.
Yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm like, why is it taking it this long?
Yeah,
to like get someone like get actually like a good lineup going. Because no football fan listens to pop. They listen to either rap or they listen to like rock or something, you know?
Yeah, it's a stigma on rap though, you know, especially around the LA culture. It's just like, you know, rap is this, you know, it's just it's negative, you know, in the ways what they talk about.
But I mean, like so much of like the younger
generation
football fan like us.
Right.
Like we grew up on rap. That's all we like pretty much listen to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I mean, and that's so much of like their fan base now is people our age. So it's like I feel like they got to start like.
Well, they say, you know, rap plays a big role in a lot of people's lives. You know?
And even all the players, it's like they all listen to rap, you know,
right.
or rock, I guess, or maybe country or something, you know. But pop is like no one listens to pop, so I'm like, why you keep putting pop on there?
Right.
You know, they're trying to get all the women to watch.
So who you going for though? Going for the Rams?
I don't really care, man.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean, a lot of people are going for the Bengals because they don't like the Rams. But I think the Rams are going to win just because they got such a good squad.
More experience, for sure.
Yeah, they got such a good squad, dude.
Especially I like Odell.
Their defense.
I've been saying this already.
I like Odell, too. And I like Cooper Kupp because he's from Yakima.
Yeah, I think he went to Eastern Washington and all that. Yeah, he's a local legend.
So I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I'm like, all right, yeah, bet.
Damn. It's going to be dope. All right, man. I'm going for the Rams then. That's where I'm going for.
Yeah, and then they got Matthew Stafford. He's been in Detroit for so long and like never like really went to the playoffs and never won a playoff game. And then he comes here, so I'm like, yeah, he kind of deserves it because he's been popping off.
Yeah, he definitely deserves this, man. It's nice to see that he's actually was able to take all the stigma before the season. You know, like he's on the team now. Like they think they're gonna have this big run. You know, but like he's making it happen. So. It's good to see them actually make it this far. I think once they picked up those last key players like Odell and Von Miller, there was just nothing but success. Too much success.
Odell's definitely been helping him, man. He's had some big games.
Yeah.
I don't really know about Von Miller. Maybe he's gotten like a sack or two. I don't know.
Yeah, he's been quiet.
I know Aaron Donald's been killing it.
Yeah,
but I think
just even having those dudes on the field though, it's just like, man, I want to do better. If I'm on the field with Vaughn or Donald, I'm like, yo, we got this. All I got to do is just do my part, you know. So I think everybody's just filling their roles on that team, you know, not even just those guys that we mentioned. Just everybody's filling a role. So it's great to see that, man. So yeah, man, I'm going for the Rams, man. Hopefully get that chip because I know sometimes when we have mentioned the teams we want to win,
and
we
they lose.
Successful, yeah.
I know. I was watching the playoffs this year, and I'm like, damn. Every week, every team I pick is like losing, man. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Right.
Can't do this.
No.
I'm like a curse or something this season.
Yeah, for sure. But shit, man. Any new music you've been listening to?
New music, man. I've been trying to find some, man, and I don't know. I've been listening pretty much to the same stuff.
Tapping in the same shit.
Actually, there was my cousin. I was playing some PC games just on my computer. I don't know, maybe like Friday night with my cousin, and like he started blasting some music because he listens to a lot of hip hop too. But he likes East Coast. He likes a lot of like 90s, like East Coast or like West Coast, maybe like kind of like backpackish. You know, like have you ever heard of the Far Side or the Souls of Mischief?
I don't think so. Is that
they have some good songs like Runnin', whatever. I think if I played them, you'd probably be like, oh, I've heard of them.
Is it rap?
Yeah, it's rap.
Okay.
Yeah, if I played them, I feel like maybe you probably heard of them because they've been like in movies and stuff like that.
Oh,
like
for
their
sure.
songs have been movies. But anyway, so there's this one group. Damn, I forgot the name. But I have them on. I put them on my YouTube playlist.
Okay.
Anyways, they made this really dope ass song, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of dope. But like, it was like in the '90s when they made it.
Right.
But I just like it. It was dope, and I'm like, damn, okay, I feel it. You know, it gives you like a good like cruising vibe.
So you like 90s vibes?
Yeah, I like a lot. I like a lot of like '90s music too. So like a lot of my playlist has like '90s music and stuff, and I grew up on that. You know, like my dad would be playing it, or like my mom would be playing some stuff from the '90s. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's dope, bro.
What about you, though?
Me, well, first off, man, one of my friends, I talk about him all the time. His name's Andy, and he makes music too and shit. He's a producer, audio engineer. I'm actually gonna play a little clip of his song since it's the homie. I don't think I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, any copyright?
Gonna get copyright demonetized. But anyway, his group is called 9 Times Mellow. And this is their new single that came out, Low Key. Wait for that beat to drop. He plays all these instruments too.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta get when the get's on, so I guess we'll see. Maybe end up dead wrong. Well,
All eyes on me.
all eyes on me. I'll get when the get's on.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah. Anyways, man. So they just dropped that.
That flows. Okay.
A couple days ago, he hit me up. I woke up
Just
in the
the
morning.
song?
He dropped 2 singles.
Okay.
So anybody out there want to listen to some new music? That was a little sample. The group called 9 Times Mellow. Check them out on Tidal. And possibly on YouTube already. And I know they got an Instagram too. So 9X Mellow. Again, check him out. It's one of my homeboys. Known him for 10 plus years, and this dude's been grinding in the game. He's a audio engineer, so that's one of his artists that was singing this shit. So
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah, so
Is that the guy you've been talking about?
Yeah,
He gave you tips.
Give me tips for the whole
For the
podcast
podcast,
setup,
yeah.
and yeah,
Okay.
man. So he just dropped a couple of singles, and he's about to start grinding. And I'm actually making him some merch too. So, before all this, man, I was pretty much his merch guy, you know. So I made him a couple sweaters for his group name and stuff before. P&W Beats, that's the record label that he started and stuff like that. So yeah, man. So I've been doing the merch for them. I got some things over on computer, and going to be tapping into that. So that's what I'm saying. I always stay busy. I'm always keeping myself busy and doing shit for
Always got
people.
something going.
So yeah, I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart because I love this dude, and I'm not expecting no money. I'm just going to give him like a bunch of shirts because they're gonna start promoting it, do some videos or whatever. So they want to wear the merch and stuff. So, and like I said, I got the camera. And that's like another reason why I bought the camera and stuff, because it not only for us, but I can start taking pictures, professional pictures and stuff like that with the family, or, you know, if you ever need any professional photos for when you do your notary stuff, you know, I can get some clips of you. So just make some money, you know, in other ways too, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, 9 Times Mellow, check them out. Other than that, I've been listening to Pierre Bourne. Something about those beats, bro. Pierre Bourne is pretty dope. I don't know if anybody knows about him. He's an up and coming artist too, out of Atlanta, stuff like that. And he makes some sick ass beats.
Okay. I don't think I've heard of him.
Yeah, I got you.
Pierre Bourne?
Yeah, his beats.
Yeah, you should send me like a song or something.
Yeah, I'll send you the
text or
whole
whatever.
playlist or whatever. So, listening a lot of that. Yeah, not much, man. Just been doing a lot of watching a lot of YouTube videos, watching other podcasts. Started watching the new Rory and Mal show. They're a part of the Joe Budden podcast.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
Well,
then
they were, right?
They were,
And
yeah.
They had that falling out.
The falling out about money and whatnot. So now they're doing their own thing, and
That's right.
been
I've
watching
seen
a lot of
their podcast. I watched an episode before.
Yeah,
Just talking about like what happened between them and Joe Budden.
for sure. Yeah.
I watched that whole. I watched a few videos on that, like breaking it all down, because I was like, man, what really happened? Because I used to listen to Joe Budden's podcast. You know, I like that shit. And then I heard that they just like had a falling out. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't
Why
listen to
for?
him anymore.
Yeah, I haven't listened to him really pretty much ever since that happened.
Yeah, I've just like, you know what.
So like, I just wanted to know what happened. I'm like, all right, just give me all the details and let me know.
Yeah. That's pretty much how I started watching them too. Once I heard about that, and it's about pretty much about money and them wanting, you know, documents, and he wasn't wanting to show it. So I get it too, man. So fuck that. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, Joe Budden, I guess, was just controlling the whole thing. He
Yeah.
wanted all the control and everything, and they were just like his employees,
Right. He
doing
wanted
whatever
that.
he wanted.
Right.
And they didn't like that. And I feel like, if you're part of the podcast, you know, you should be getting a little more than just being an employee.
For sure. Yeah.
You know,
be part of it. Be an
yeah.
owner. You know. So we're doing it for too. This is, you know, split down. If we ever start monetizing it, making money. You know.
Split down the middle. 50,
Yeah.
50.
This is always still 50-50 as is. You know, right? It's always been 50-50 between me and you. So, but yeah. Other than that, I was watching I'm Athlete. Also, have you seen that with Brandon Marshall?
Oh, he
Yeah.
does. He does.
He does it as a
now.
podcast. They were also a group.
Is that new?
Yeah, it's like fairly new. Maybe a year. I've maybe a year or two.
'Cause,
I just kind of tapped in it too.
Yeah, because I used to watch him like videos, you know, just like on ESPN or whatever, like channel he was on, and then like he stopped being on that. I think they kicked him off or something.
Well, he was. I think he was trying to say in like an episode that they wanted him to follow these certain rules and guidelines, and he didn't want to do it. He wanted to do it his way and stuff like that.
So
And
is that why he started the podcast?
yeah, started his own, because I think he had the podcast and they were going to put it on TV, and they were asking him to do these things differently, and he's like, nah, if it's not me, it's not organic, I'm not going to do it. So did his own thing. Been watching Chad Ochocinco on there, hella dope. He was one of my favorite receivers growing up too.
I heard that he tried inviting, all the players or whatever in the Super Bowl, just like to go out for breakfast.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I guess like early in the morning at like 9 or something, but nobody showed up.
The players currently?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was during the Super Bowl, like last week or something. He invited like, you know, any players from the Bengals or the Rams, whatever, if they wanted to meet up for breakfast, and I guess just talk to a veteran.
For sure.
Talk to, you know, is he Hall of Fame?
No.
He's not. He didn't
I
make
don't
it?
think so. I don't think he.
He's
I
probably
could be
like
wrong.
borderline.
I could be
don't-
totally
yeah,
wrong.
I can't
Could be
remember
wrong.
either.
I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but Chad Ochocinco did have probably a great career and all that, but I know he was like a big showboat kind of dude and was always getting
He's kind of like
fined.
another Terrell Owens.
So
just not as
yeah,
good.
just not as good for sure. But
But yeah, he
Yeah.
he tried inviting like new players, whatever, just to talk, you know, talk to a veteran, whatever, and like no one showed up.
damn.
Yeah, but I'm like, I kind of feel bad.
But I mean, at the same time, did he?
Was it Chad?
Did
Yeah,
he
I
even
think
make the
Chad.
playoffs? Like, did they make the playoffs?
I mean, he played for the Bengals, right? Pretty much
Yeah.
most of his
Well,
career.
obviously,
So
they
it's
haven't
like,
made the
yeah.
Super Bowl because
Yeah.
this was like the first time in 30 some years that they made it or whatever. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
so
not like he took him anywhere. So it's like, dude, you didn't even go anywhere. Why do we need to talk to you? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I'm already doing it here and balling. So
yeah. Well, I don't know. I think maybe it's just also just they just don't care or something about
the
you know,
veterans and
about
shit.
the guys that came before him, unless
Yeah.
they're big superstars or something, you know.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I know they had that the Pro Bowl the week before. Did you watch any of the Pro Bowl?
I just watched the accuracy thing.
Who won?
I
that?
guess I watched a little bit of the Pro Bowl, but I watched some videos on like the game, you know, like whatever they're doing. Like Russell Wilson did the accuracy thing, hitting the targets.
Oh man, he won it.
Yeah, he won
Yeah.
it. He killed it. But like, and like everyone else, he got like more points than everyone else combined.
Yeah, I seen a clip on Instagram of them walking out of the tunnel to go in the field for like the practice or whatever, and it was like all the QBs walking out, and Russell was the only one to stop and greet like the fans
Really?
and
Start
like,
doing
you know,
some
do some
signings?
autographs.
Yeah.
But all like the other guys were not paying attention.
Yeah,
They just
we're-
made it a
we're
big
better.
deal.
We're
They're making
better.
a big deal on it. Like, oh man, only Russ cares. Like, fuck everybody else. You know, like these guys are just here for the check and all this, and not really here for the fans and
Yeah, I
stuff
can
like
see that.
So, I mean, but Russ has always been that. You know, he does his
Russ
little-
is, I feel like Russ has just always been super humble. or
super
whatever,
humble.
yeah.
Always charity groups, and he does the Seattle children's visit
Yeah.
and charity there too. Him and Sierra, all that.
Yeah, it's still
Good
going
stuff.
to that too. But
But that's one thing I want to start doing. You know, even though I don't have tons of money, like when I first met my girl, we would do sandwiches and packed meals for the homeless down here in Tacoma. So it's kind of one thing I want to start getting back into, just giving back a little bit, whether it's a PBJ sandwich, you know, water, whatever. So, because my father, to this day, he's homeless. You know, he's been homeless for like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And I've asked him many times, hey, man, you want to come stay the night so you don't have to be on the streets and shit like that? He's like, nah, I'm going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to take advantage of anything. So
Too prideful?
Yeah, too prideful. I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's just proud to have a whip, and he's just trying. You know what I'm saying? I just saw my dad 2 days ago, Friday after work, and he's not too far from my job, parked in his Cadillac and has a whole setup and shit, and, you know, just figuring it out on his own. You know what I'm saying? So people go through shit, and some people don't want help, you know, and they just want to figure it out. So I know he's almost there, you know what I'm saying? But he's just trying to get a job and stuff like that so he can get his own place and stuff. But, you know, like I said, man, when you got mental things going on, sometimes it blocks you from success, and he's just trying to figure that and keep going and shit. So, but yeah, so besides that, man, it's just been chilling. I think my goal for the next week or two, it just kind of like die down on the things that are important right now. You know, for me, it's my family, obviously, and then after that, maintaining like normal life, and not putting too much pressure on me. So I'm gonna start working on my boat here, replacing the starter. It needs a new starter, and then I'm gonna be taking that to this mechanic that I know, and he's gonna fine tune my carburetor on it, and I got to do some propeller work on it too, because last time I took it out, it fired up fine, but it didn't want to drive, and so I was like, oh shit, I gotta see what's going on, you know. So because I wanted to, you know, see what's going on with it, and that's kind of when I figured out, man, we need to put more money into this before I get it out, because I only bought it for $550 for my birthday present. Yeah, and it's a nice boat. It's a 1975 Fiberform Columbia is the model name on it, and it has a Volvo Penta motor. So I mean, it's a marine motor, but it looks like a car motor. Yeah. So I did some work on it when I first got it. Put some seals on it, had some leaks and stuff like that, and tuned up the carburetor myself a little bit. But then when I took it out in the water, I realized it needs some propeller shit. But that's just my goal. I want to get that thing going because now it's spring, and pretty soon it's going to be, you know, fishing season. And I'm not like a big fish or anything, but it's something I like to do. You know, just, you know, in the morning time, go out there like 6 a.m, kick back, maybe pop a beer and eat a breakfast burrito or something for an hour or two and catch fish. Yeah, because I don't even eat fish, you know, to be honest. I just started eating shrimp recently. You know, so how about you, man? You ever gone boating recently?
Not recently, but I've been a few times, not like a lot or anything. It's like I don't know, I think the last time I've been boating was actually like in Texas. But we didn't fish. It was just like we went to a lake, and the thing about like lakes in Texas is they're all pretty much man-made. So this was a fat ass fucking lake, but it was like man-made.
Damn. You ever been out to American Lake?
Or yeah, I have, but like a long time ago. Like I don't go to lakes that much.
Yeah, that's the lake I go to when I go boating. It's just American Lake. It's free. Yeah, I think you had to pay like $5 or $10 for a boat launch, you know, parking spot or whatever. But mainly, I just park my shit and just go out. I've never been harassed by anybody. But they do have boat patrol out there. I noticed like when it gets super busy, they actually have patrolling out there and shit like that. But yeah, I think it's a man-made lake too, and it's just a fat ass lake too, and it's fucking dope, and I enjoy it out there. But yeah, man.
All right, man. So I mean, you were talking about you just got into eating shrimp or whatever. So I was just wondering, like, when did you start eating shrimp?
So I went to Applebee's about a year ago, and you know they always have those 2 for $20s deals, and I was getting the same thing all the time. I was getting ribs or a burger or a steak or like their Crunch Wrap Caesar salad, whatever they got. But I kept looking at the steak, shrimp, and mashed potatoes that they also have, and it was grilled, and I was like, man, I want to try something different, man. And I was like, all right, I'm tired of getting the same thing. I'm going to try something different this time. And I tried it. Okay. And it was like hella good. Had like caramelized onions. The steak looked all nice and seared, and the shrimp was all seared and nice looking. potatoes look hella good. I was like, damn, this looks good. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna try this. And I did. Took a bite of that shrimp. Had to mix a little bit of steak in it and some potato at the same time, just because it has that different texture than meat.
Yeah.
And I think that's what gets me. It's like the texture of it gets to me, and I'm like, oh man, it's gross.
Really?
Just throw it up, whatever. So tried it. It was hella good, man. I think I went every time after that. I would order the same thing: steak, shrimp, and we make a lot of steaks at home and potatoes too. And my girl always does shrimp for herself because she loves shrimp. So it was something. It was always around, but it was just something I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna try it. And then finally I did at Applebee's, and every time we eat steak and shrimp now, always gotta have it.
The shrimp with
I
it.
get the shrimp with it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then I've always eat like sushi. So been doing that. And
what do they put in sushi? What kind of fish is that they put in sushi?
So it depends on what you get. So if you get like a California roll, that's like imitation crab. And so it's like fake.
It's crab.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fake?
Yeah, it's like artificial. It's not real.
So it's not even real seafood?
Nah. So I think that's why I was like, okay, I'm cool with this and stuff like that. So, but yeah, one second. We got something to eat real quick.
Uh-oh. Ooh, what the hell? Ooh, okay.
Tell me what we got, bro. Tell me what we got.
What is this? We got some tortillas. Some whipped cream. What is that? Bananas, and then what's the orange stuff? Is that oranges, and then what?
Oranges and cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my girl just made this. Shout out to my girl, Alicia. She's the best, a really good cook. And, like I said, we're doing skillets. So
we got
skillet right here. Whew. Looks hella good. I'm going to say that's
official.
This is a Asian inspired skillet right here. You got your longanisa, and we also got longanisa sauce, breakfast sausage too. So, and you got your potatoes. And,
dude, that looks really
mushrooms,
good, man.
all that good, bro. I can't.
See, good thing you're here to describe it, because I'm terrible at describing food, man.
Yeah. So
I don't know what anything is.
Yeah,
but that looks really good, man. That's crazy.
So every episode, man, we're gonna have some kind of theme towards it,
Okay.
This is one that I thought about this morning, and my girl was like, "All right, I got it." So I was like, "Damn, all right, baby, go ahead, thank you." So again, shout out to my girl for making this bomb ass meal. We're about to tear this shit up, so we'll get back.
Yeah, it's beautiful.